What's up, guys? It's me, Moonrock ASMR. Today I'm back with a special video for you guys. Don't be surprised if I'm talking a bit robotic this video, but I wrote a script just to get the facts right, and since I'm reading it, I guess I will probably sound more robotic. Yeah, just so you know. So, I'm a big fan of science and the universe, and I'd like to share my passion with you guys by telling you 10 fun and interesting facts about every planet in our solar system. Guys, I know Pluto is not a planet anymore, but when I was in school, we were taught it's a planet, so I want to show him some love too, and I will add him to the list. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, lean back, fasten your seatbelts, and enjoy the ride through space. So, first of all, what makes a planet a planet? To be considered a planet, the object must orbit a star, which in our case is the Sun. It must have enough gravity to be spherical, so basically ball or globe shaped. And it must have cleared its orbital path of other similar sized objects. You will get to know later why this is important and why it's one of the reasons why Pluto is not considered a planet anymore. Yeah, so let's go. First of all, let me explain one thing. I thought it's funny to give every planet a nickname. I actually got inspired to this because some planets actually do have official nicknames. Like, for example, Mars. I will get to that later. So, yeah, just so you know, I thought it's funny to give every planet like a nickname. Of course, they are mainly inspired by the internet or by the facts I found, so nothing too special. Yeah, so the first planet on our list is Mercury, the speedster. Mercury is the planet that is closest to the Sun, but not the hottest. It has no atmosphere, which is why there are wild temperature swings from 425 degrees Celsius to minus 185 degrees Celsius. A year on Mercury lasts 88 days. A day lasts almost 59 days. Of course, we are referring to Earth days, so one Mercury day is as long as 59 Earth days. What is Mercury mainly made of? It's 70% metals, 30% silicate rock. These silicate rocks are just different combinations of silicon and oxygen. There are various forms. Mercury got a massive iron core, which is about 85% of the planet's radius, and the surface has a silicate crust, just like Earth's mantle. Mercury has a magnetic field, which is rare for such a small planet, because usually the bigger something gets, the bigger is the magnetic field. Gravity on Mercury is about 38% of Earth's gravity. This means you could approximately jump twice as high on Mercury as on Earth. Mercury contains water ice in permanently shadowed craters, so some parts of Mercury are never shined on by the sun, so there it it's very, very cold there. And that's why there is ice, so water in ice form. Mercury has no moons and no rings, in contrary to many other planets. And the last fact is Mercury is currently still shrinking because its core is cooling down. So as we pass time, the planet gets smaller and smaller. So yeah, that's Mercury. Let's go to the next planet. The next planet on our list is called Venus, Earth's evil twin. Venus is often called Earth's evil twin because it is similar in size and structure to Earth, but has a drastically different and hostile environment. Fact number 1. Venus is hotter than Mercury thanks to a runaway greenhouse effect. This greenhouse effect is caused because Venus has an atmosphere. This atmosphere consists of 96.5% CO2 and 3.5% nitrogen. What is Venus made of? The core is made of iron and nickel. The mantle or crust is made of silicate rock. The surface pressure on Venus is 90 times the pressure of Earth. It's like being 1 kilometer underwater. Venus rotates backwards, which means the sun rises in the west. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. Venus has mountains, volcanoes, and possible lava flows. It rains sulfuric acid, but evaporates mid-air, so it never reaches the planet. Venus has no moons and no rings. Venus is the brightest object in the night sky after the moon. At night, you can easily see the Venus with your naked eye. Some people call it the Venus star, even though it's not a star, but a planet. The reason why it's shining so bright is because it reflects the sunlight. And the last fact is that billions of years ago, Venus might have had oceans. So, the next planet on our list is probably the most famous one, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what it is. It's Earth, the lucky one. Why did I say the lucky one? It's because it's the only known planet with life so far. This life was only possible because of several lucky coincidences that led to life being possible. Earth's surface consists of 70% water and 30% land. What is it made of? The core is made out of iron and nickel. The interior is solid and the outer part is liquid. The mantle is made of silicate rock with magnesium and iron. The atmosphere, which is one of the main reasons life on Earth is possible, is made of 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. The remaining 1% are mainly argon and CO2. magnetic field and an ozone layer which protects us from solar radiation and is also one of the main reasons why life on Earth is possible. The crust of our planet is constantly moving. This leads to plate tectonics, which ultimately led to the creation of continents. The next fact is one I didn't even know myself. So apparently most of the oxygen in our air comes from oceanic plankton. Measured at the equator, our planet spins at 1,670 kilometers per hour. Most of Earth's history had no humans. Earth is just right in the habitable zone. Even a small change could make life impossible. This suggests that one day other planets might be habitable or others once were. The next planet on our list is Mars, the red planet. You will get to know why it has this nickname soon. Mars is home to the Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system. Mars has a thin atmosphere which is mostly carbon dioxide, about 95%. What is the planet made of? So first of all, the further we travel away from Earth, the more unexplored our solar system gets. So some of the facts I'm telling you might not be fully proven, but make sense scientifically. Yeah, so anyway, the core of Mars consists of nickel, sulfur, and possibly iron. The crust is basaltic rock and iron oxide, which is also known as rust, hence the red color and hence the name the red planet. At the poles and underground there is water in ice form. Mars has seasons, polar caps, and dust devils, which are like small tornadoes. It has two tiny moons named Phobos and Deimos. Gravity on Mars is about 38% of Earth's gravity. You'd weigh less than half of your actual weight. Some of you might have noticed that there are some similarities between Earth and Mars, and this suggests that Mars may have supported life long ago. Mars has the deepest known canyon. Its name is Val Marineris. Mars is the most visited planet and also had the most missions. We send rovers, landers, and orbiters to Mars to explore the planet further. And the last fact is something all the other facts were already heading to. It's by far the second most habitable planet in our solar system. That's why scientists are visiting Mars so much, because they want to find out if humans could live there one day. Yeah, so that were 10 facts about Mars. Let's go to the next planet. Next on our list is also a very infamous planet. It's Jupiter, the big boss. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It's about 11 times the diameter of Earth, and also the reason why its nickname is the Big Boss. Jupiter's atmosphere is about 90% hydrogen and 10% helium. What is the planet made of? So, Jupiter is a very interesting planet because it has no solid surface. It's mainly just a gas planet. Scientists say that it's likely that it has a dense core, which might consist of rock and ice. It also has thick layers of metallic hydrogen and molecular hydrogen. The very characteristic great red spot on Jupiter is a centuries-old storm. Jupiter has at least 95 moons. Two very interesting ones are Io, which has volcanoes, and Europa, which is an icy moon. Jupiter has a very powerful magnetosphere and is in general the biggest structure in the solar system. It emits more heat than it receives. While it doesn't look like it, Jupiter has faint rings. One day on Jupiter is just 10 hours. And the last fact is very interesting. The gravity of Jupiter is so strong that it deflects asteroids from Earth. What I mean by that is that Jupiter can attract flying asteroids. So, guys, be nice to Jupiter. He might have saved our planet once or twice. So, yeah, 10 facts about Jupiter. Let's go to the next planet. The next planet on our list is Saturn, the Ring King. Saturn is probably the most unique looking planet in our solar system. His iconic rings are made of ice and rock debris. So even though it looks like he has a disk around him, it's actually just millions of little rocks that make it look like it's one solid ring. The atmosphere is 96% hydrogen and 3% helium. What is Saturn made of? Saturn also has no solid surface, so we couldn't walk on Saturn. He might have a rocky core, but it's still unknown. The planet is surrounded by a metallic hydrogen layer. That just means that the state in which the hydrogen is behaves like a metal. Saturn is less dense than water, so theoretically it could float in our ocean. Saturn has over 140 moons and moonlets. Saturn's biggest moon is called Titan and has rivers and lakes of liquid methane. Wind speeds on Saturn can reach up to 1,770 kilometers per hour. There is a unique hexagon storm at the pole, which is more than 2,000 kilometers of Earth diameter. One day on Saturn lasts 10.7 hours. And the last fact is a bit sad, but Saturn's rings are slowly disappearing because at some point far in the future Saturn's gravity will pull most of the debris of the rings ice giant. Uranus rotates on its side on a tilt of 98 degrees. Its atmosphere consists of hydrogen, helium, and 2.3% methane. What is Uranus made of? His core is made of rock and ice. The mantle is made of water, ammonia, and methane ices. It's called an ice giant due to its interior composition, because the core is made of ice, and because it's also the coldest planet in our solar system at minus 224 degrees Celsius. Even though you might not see them, Uranus has 13 rings which are faint and dark. Uranus has 27 moons, which funnily are all named after Shakespeare characters. 1 year on Uranus lasts as long as 84 Earth years. The planet's magnetic field is off-center and also tilted. Scientists assume that it might rain diamonds on Uranus. So if you guys want to get rich, pack your bags and go to Uranus. And the last fact is actually pretty interesting, because Uranus was the first planet discovered using a telescope. It was found by William Herschel in 1781. Before that, only planets visible to the naked eye were known. So yeah, there you go. 10 facts about Uranus. Let's go to the next planet. So, the next planet on our list is Neptune, the wind god. The reason for his nickname is because on Neptune there are the fastest winds in our solar system. These winds can reach a speed up to 1,900 kilometers per hour. Neptune's atmosphere is 80% hydrogen, 19% helium, and 1.5% methane. What is the planet made of? It has a rocky core, a mantle of water, ammonia, and methane ices. The outer layer is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane. The amazing blue color comes from methane absorption. Red light is completely absorbed by methane, while the blue light from the sun is scattered back into space. Neptune has one moon, which is called Triton. And what's interesting about this moon is that it orbits backwards. The giant dark spots all over the planet are massive storms. 1 year on Neptune equals 165 years on Earth. Even though the two planets are completely different, Neptune has almost the same gravity as Earth. Neptune also has 6 faint rings that are barely visible. And the last fact, since Neptune is so far away from Earth, it has only been visited once, by Voyager 2 in 1989. So yeah, there you go. 10 facts about kilometers, so it's smaller than our moon. The surface temperature is about minus 226 degrees Celsius. What is the planet made of? It consists of rock and 70% ice, which is mostly nitrogen, methane, and water. It has a thin atmosphere when close to the sun, which is mainly nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Pluto's largest moon, Charon, is nearly half its size. And Pluto has 5 moons in total. Earlier, I mentioned Pluto sometimes being closer to the Sun. That's because his orbit is elliptical and tilted. So, sometimes it's closer to the Sun than other times, and sometimes it's even closer than Neptune. Pluto might have a subsurface ocean and possible organic chemistry. The first close-up images of Pluto were made by New Horizons, which flew by in 2015. So the last fact, and also the most interesting one, is Pluto was discovered in 1930 but lost its planet title in 2006. Now, why did he lose its planet title? The reason for that is, at the beginning of the video I told you that to be considered a planet, the object must meet 3 specific criteria. But Pluto only meets 2 of them. While Pluto orbits the Sun and is spherical due to its own gravity, it shares its orbit with numerous other objects in the Kuiper belt, meaning it's not the dominant gravitational force in its region and therefore only is considered as a dwarf planet. So, there you go, guys. 10 fun and science-packed facts about every planet and Pluto. Whether it's diamond rain, backwards moons, or oceans of methane, our solar system is full of surprises and breathtaking events. And I really enjoyed telling you about them. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you appreciate the work I put into this video. Tell me your favorite fact in the comments, and also tell me if you like more videos like this. Much love, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.